Roof patterns. Black metal roof. What's that? I think that mostly represents how our roof was. Because we had a metal roof. And I remember that because this is part of the reason why I love it when it rains. Because it just takes me back to my grandmother's house when it would rain. And you would hear the pitter patter of the raindrops on the metal roof. And that would just put me right to sleep. Ew. It's terrible. Alright, I think I might go with the... It wasn't a black roof. It wasn't green either. Can I adjust the color of this? No? Well, that doesn't really look green. It looks more like gray. I wish it was a little darker. Oh, I guess I can stay with that. Oh well. Can't be perfect. Because this is The Sims. It has limitations. Okay, I think I got everything in there. Got all the doors in. Yeah. Alright, now I'll start to get the stuff in. Alright, go away. Go. No one likes you. Okay. So this area was the living room, dining room area. So let me throw the dining room table because I think that the dining room table being here would help me orient myself better. And I'm not looking for something expensive. I'm just looking for something that looks closest to the... No. Closest to the dining room table that I remember. Yeah, this is the closest one. I mean, it didn't have that bar down at the bottom, but basically that was it. And I remember it was kind of funny because the corridor... Oh, my fan came out. Hold on a second, guys. It's kind of warm, and I actually want to keep the fan on me. Oh, so I'll start sweating and it'll be uncomfortable for me and it'll be distracting even more so. But this table was the house was very small. So we had the table set up with the chairs like this, but this last chair was always here. Now, the reason this wall is obviously... See, this is what I was trying to avoid. Moving... Well, I guess it's okay. Moving walls while trying to furnish. But I did notice that that it was off a little bit. Okay. Hopefully that's good. That this chair was always right here. And the reason being was that this walkway needed to be clear for my grandfather. Because my grandfather was blind. So we tried our best to keep the house the same so that he wouldn't have any issues. I'm trying to... Is our couch... Well, it wasn't metal. It was wood. But I want it to look like you could take the cushions off. We had to keep it the same so that he knew where everything was, so he could walk through the house without his cane. So for as long as I remember, this house has looked like this. I guess this is the closest to this love seat that I can get. I really feel I need to move the walls again. I'm so sorry, guys. I know I said I wouldn't. Now there's supposed to be another couch. Actually, no, I'm wrong. This was facing this way. And then there's supposed to be a triple couch facing that way. But I think I might have to improvise. Because I don't think... that's close enough. Yeah. And then there's a little TV in the corner. And there. Actually, it was more like this one. And then there was a couple single chairs over here. These single chairs that were over here, they were kind of cool because they kind of looked like rocking chairs, but they didn't rock. They were shaped like them, but they were stationary. Now, I highly doubt that Sims has chairs that look like that. So I'm gonna do my best to find chairs that look like they would rock but don't, and I probably won't, so I'm gonna have to improvise again. So I might as well just keep this going. And there were 2 here. Okay. Then of course we have a coffee table, because I mean, what old time house doesn't have a coffee table? Oh, that's terrible. I don't remember if it was glass or not though. So I'm gonna assume it was wood. That's definitely glass. I'm gonna assume the coffee table was wood because I don't really remember. And oh, well, that's nice. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, "Oh, it's so dark," but it was a very... Oh no, we need a bigger rug than that. I remember my grandmother had this giant rug in the living room, and I hated it because my grandmother didn't have a vacuum cleaner, but she had this rug, and if the rug ever got dirty, she would make either my cousin or I sweep this rug until it was clean. I wish this was a third of it was cut off. I wish that was the case with this. Maybe if I can kind of like layer them on top of each other. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, but it wasn't striped. It was not striped. It was actually more like this one. This one's so small. Whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll just take the stripes away and make it a solid color. If only I could. Actually, no. This one works. Okay. Derping. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm mumbling and I'm derping. I apologize. That's exactly what it looked like. The nasty little flowers, and I hated this thing so much. Yeah, and she would have us sweep it, and we would have to sweep the entire house because, of course, dust would go flying everywhere. Let me see. And get the bedrooms. I think that was it for this. I don't think there was anything else. I really think this wall should be closer. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna do the bedrooms now. This bedroom right here was, and it was my cousin that went with us. This was our bedroom. And this was up against the wall. And I know we would always take turns who would sleep on this side of the bed, because if you slept on this side of the bed, you rolled off. You had the option of falling into the crack. And this room, we had a dresser and an armoire. No. This. Well, this. Yeah. Perfect. Of course, we had a rug in here too. Like, for someone who didn't have a vacuum, my grandmother sure had a lot of rugs in the place. Thank you. Eris, please. She's looking at me like, what? What am I doing? I just want to sharpen my claws. And now she licks herself like she did nothing wrong. You're doing everything wrong, Eris. You're interrupting. See, there she goes again. And then there was a chair in here that my grandfather would sit on during the day, and he would listen to his radio show. I found a decent chair. Oh, my dining room chair. Change it. I don't remember exactly what this chair looked like, but I know that it was that chair. And they also had a dresser. I don't quite remember what else was going on in this room, because I didn't go in this room much. It was kind of, I wouldn't call it off limits, but the way that it goes is that you don't go into your parents' bedroom without a damn good reason why you're in there. So this is, from my memory, what I can remember was in this room. So it might look a little sparse, but this is what I can remember. I know in this hallway, I hope I have space for this now, there was a chair that you could sit on, and that's where we piled all our shoes under to get them out the way. And this is also the chair that my grandfather used to sit down to put his shoes on. In the bathroom, even though I'm going to put a shower stall like this, there was no tub. So maybe, how am I supposed to do this? It filled up this space, but there was no tub. It was just a shower, and it was made out of total concrete, and you had to step in. So I'm just going to leave that there just for now. And I am remembering that this door was actually here. Yeah. That way, this toilet, which wasn't the fanciest toilet in the world, can go here. And I probably won't be able to put a countertop there, so I'll just put this bowl here. Yeah. I'm gonna change this just because I want Sims to be able to live in this house comfortably. That since it was a shower, I'm going to just place a shower in there. But just imagine that this shower took up this whole wall. I wonder how long this video is now. Good God. Been yammering on and I haven't really been building the house, and I apologize. I'm gonna, like, I feel I should give you guys a little insight into, again, with the moving of the walls, I apologize, into my life a little bit. And my uncle also had a television in this room. And it was kind of like this one. I wonder if there's a different bed that doesn't have like that post at the end. Not really that. Yeah, that's better. And he had a dresser. I'm sorry if I'm not talking enough. This is very strange for me. Actually, I like this lower one. Yeah, it was like that one. Let's get it to be more masculine. Yeah? Because my uncle did not have flowers on his dresser. No, he did not. And then there was a mirror over top of it. Now this was built into the house. It was like a whole thing, but I can't really recreate that, so that's just gonna have to do. And he thankfully had no carpet in his room, that I remember. Now the kitchen, where all the magic that my grandmother did happened. I think I'm gonna have these country style kitchens. Huh, did I make this too wide? I think I did. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid, and I'm doing it anyway. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I might have to break this wall and then... I think that's where it went. Let me see about putting these back. Yeah, it's much better. Okay. I'm just gonna pop this part out. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect exact, but it'll be as close to it as I can. And pop the walls back up. There. That actually goes over there. No. Ah, yes. Now, one interesting fact about my grandmother, no matter how little food we had in the house, like I would hear her walking around the house, oh man, what am I gonna serve for dinner? She wouldn't have gone to the grocery store because I know because she would have taken us with her. And then next thing you know, we have like a full meal. Just, grandma, where did you get all this food from? Like chicken and rice and stew and all this other stuff. And she was like, oh, just had this here knockabout. But I thought you said we had no food. Well, we wouldn't question her really, but I think there was a window here. I am not sure, so let me grab a tiny window. Go. I think there was a window there. Like something tells me there was a window there, so I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to color it white. There. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to get a little emotional here because this is basically my grandmother's house in a nutshell. I am going to... No, I'm not, because I don't feel like doing all that editing. There. Then copy these stairs right here. No, come on, please. No. See, I want Sims to actually be able to use the house, so I might have to extend this. We can't intersect other things. I'm just putting you right here. What the hell? Why isn't this working? Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video for a bit and save, and I'll come back to it later. Hey guys, I'm back. I just took a little breather and I remembered something about this portion of the house. Remember how I told you that this part was concrete and this part was wood? Now, since this was older part of the house, of course the wood, it creaked everywhere, but the loudest creak
was right at the transition point. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a little weak there. Maybe it wasn't put together properly, or maybe it just wore with age. I don't know. I don't know how those carpenters out there, you could probably tell me, or sons or daughters of carpenters, you probably tell me how hard it is to get poured cement or stone to sit properly next to aged wood. And I mean, aged for um not aged for style, but aged because it's old. So you would step on here, and it would creak and it would shake this portion of the house. Now, the reason why that matters, and I'm trying to find something that kind of, my grandmother had kind of like a hutch. Um, we call it a hutch. I'm not sure. I know that's the real term for it, but I'm not sure if people will know what I'm talking about. I'll probably Googling it now. Um, Basically, it's a display and storage case for all her china, all her nice plates. So you would step here and it would shake the plates in the display. And she would always yell, "Oh, stop running through the house. Knock down my things." And we would laugh because we were thinking, well, Grandma, why don't you just get the floor fixed? Back then we were young. We understood we didn't have much money, but our concept of money wasn't quite there yet. We understood she didn't have much money, but she also used to perform what I call little miracles. Like I mentioned one in the previous video where she would be looking through the house. Oh my gosh, I have no food. Oh, hey, they actually do have a hutch. Well, that's nice. It's puny, but I wish it was a bigger one. Kinda wish there was a bigger one. Whatever. And it would shake up. I could probably just put a couple of them together. I don't know how that would look. Oh, that looks nice, actually. Yeah, let's do that. And it would shake up the glass, and she would always get mad. So we could run all through this cement part of the house. But the minute, and she had us trained, the minute we would reach the wood part, we would stop. And then we would calmly walk over this creaky part and then continue about our business. Now I'm trying to put something here because she had like a little shelving unit that kind of looked like this. And she had like her little knickknacks, grandma house, and pictures of when we were young, when our parents were young. But I don't want, I don't want bottles there. Maybe, I remember seeing something that was, ooh, wait. I think I found another hutch thing. Is this bigger? Yes! Yes! It's perfect! It's perfect! Thank you so much. Okay. I'm looking for, is it under, do I go to displays? Is that where I go? No. So it's in decor then. Oh, wall decorations. Maybe I can improvise. Because it looks like, because of the restrictions from Sims, I'm going to have to do a lot of improvisation here. I'm sorry, I'm sniffing all up in the, Actually, this one is more like it. I like the width of the other one, but that one's more like it. If only, like, this was that wide, that'd be perfect. Really? I know that what I'm looking for is this kind of wall shelving thing. It's so hard to describe. Like a little wall shelving thing that had like a... No, not the trophy thing. That maybe I can put it up on this wall, like, pretend. This is so bad. Ah, here it is. This I think will serve the place of that, because I don't want bottles. I want little knickknacks and pictures and stuff, and that's kind of perfect. Okay, let's get these out of here. And I guess to fill the space I can put more type shelving things underneath. I think I saw some stuff like that. Yeah. This is just so, let's not combine the two, but I do want them closer. No, I don't want you spinning all over the place. Oh, you're in air. Okay. And here I thought you were on the ground where I needed you to be. No, you were in the frickin' air. And you still are in the air. Are you guys supposed to be in the air? I think you might supposed to be in the air. So I'm gonna get rid of you guys. I'm here trying to line it up. Why didn't you guys say anything? You're looking all crazy. Oh my god. That's huge. I was not expecting that to be that big. No, it wasn't. I remember my grandmother, there was a pathway through this grassy, foresty area. We called it a gully. And I don't know if this means the same word to everyone, but I've heard people say, oh, for them a gully was kind of like a ravine. That's the way I understood that they described it to me. But this was basically just a grassy, like where you would have your cows and stuff. That's what we call the gully. And in order to get to the nearest corner store, you had to walk through the gully. And it's gone now because the owner of that property cut it down, which is so disappointing. But I remember you would walk from the house and you would get off the dirt road and you'll be on the grassy dirt road and then you would get to this part in the gully, and this was the only part. About quarter of the way through, it would just be trees, and the trees would overlap their branches, creating a natural pathway underneath them, and the sunlight would just come peeking through, and it'd be so cool, and there'd be a nice breeze going in there. And I loved that particular part of the gully. And to my sadness, when I went back for my grandmother's funeral, the person that owned it had cut it down. I don't quite remember why my uncle said they cut it down, but they cut down the trees in the gully, and it made me very sad, because that was a really nice part of my childhood. I remember playing in that area, careful not to step in any potholes, of course, but I remember playing in that area and just having a good time. Like I said, some of my fondest memories are in this. Oh, did I mention what island in the Caribbean? Yeah, my family's from Barbados. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that before. Oh, I'm supposed to be recoloring this stuff, aren't I? Yeah, we're from Barbados. Beautiful place. This needs to be lighter. And I miss it. Like, the water was so clear. You weren't afraid of going into the water. Besides the fact that maybe you didn't know how to swim. But there wasn't any fear like there is here. Oh, if I go in this water, it's dirty. They dump sewage and stuff in parts of it. No, the water is really clear. You can look down and you can see all the fish. Sometimes they swim up and they touch you, which I find kind of cool. Some people don't like that. It skeeves some people out. But I think it's kind of cool that the fish are so used to people being there that they just let you come up and touch them. It's kind of nice. Well, I'm not really gonna put many little knickknacks all over the place because my grandmother's house, she didn't really have a whole bunch of stuff, as she would say, knocking about. Like, she had everything in its place, everything had a place, and that's where it needed to be. But, I mean, just for the sake of the Sims that might live in this house, I will put a couple things here and there just to give them the decorated moodlet. Yeah, just to give them that, their decorated moodlet. Because you know how Sims are. They get upset if, you know... Is that actually on the wall? Oh, it's terrible. Again, I'm sorry for this sniffling. Ooh. It's my allergies are acting up a bit. Well, that works. It's a decoration. It's not like they're actually going to be using it. And there wasn't really any